Hey everybody, welcome back to First to Know. And I say this every single time that I'm so pleased to have a guest in the studio, and I always am, but never before have I been so lucky than to be sitting here with the Santa Claus.
It is so wonderful to be here with you. So, what have you got for me today?
I want to know who gets this much time with Santa Claus, really? I mean, outside of the North Pole.
Well, actually, because of computers and because of cell phones, I pretty much am in the North Pole a total of maybe 3 months.
Oh.
And during the fall, we go and we check on things at our different warehouses. We have one in Seligman and one in Tucson here. So this is my day to kind of check those two places out. And so I was in the area and I needed to set some stuff up with the Fane folks. And so I'm here for that. And I heard you were interested in an interview and I'm honored.
Well, I'm so excited. And it would make sense that you would have warehouses across the whole world. It completely makes, as you're saying, I'm like, well, why wouldn't you? So were you making a delivery of some of the toys you guys have been working on, or just checking on?
No, just checking on everybody because I only get there a few times a year. And the elves, particularly in Seligman, can get a little ruffled if I don't see them and spend time with them. Now, I had breakfast at the Roadkill Cafe incognito with my elves there this morning, and they always love that. So that's right on Route 66 up there.
Right. Well, I'm glad you were able to carve out some time for us over here in Arizona. I know you have to wait for it to cool down probably a little bit because it gets so hot.
It is warm, but I don't always wear my costume. You maybe wouldn't recognize me in a Hawaiian shirt and shorts and tongs.
I bet you a child would.
Well, you're right. They do have that special
That
magic that is that adults don't always see.
So there are things that have been on my mind that if I ever got the chance to ask you when I wasn't just asking for presents. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you. First of all, I want to make sure I get it right. Sugar cookies seem great, but what is your favorite cookie that we could leave you on Christmas Eve?
There are so many cookies, and I like them all. I come by this weight honestly. You can poke me and know there is no little fat thing here. It's all
This is
real.
all you,
It's
Cookie.
all me, but my favorite are chocolate chips. And soft, crispy chocolate chips. That is what I love.
Those are, I'm good at making chocolate chips. Sugar cookies, terrible. Chocolate chips, I'm much better at making.
I always burn my sugar cookies, and I don't know why. I go right with the timer. I don't try to be an artist about it, but yeah.
Now, you talked about the physique.
Yes.
You really eat every cookie? Sample?
I eat a lot of them. I couldn't possibly eat the billions that are offered on Christmas Eve.
Do you nibble each one?
I do. I try to.
Perfect. Something that's really been weighing on my mind because last year I was on the naughty list.
Oh, no, you weren't.
Yes,
Who
I got
told you that?
The coal that was in my stocking,
But
Santa.
the chocolate, it was
I
chocolate
know.
coal.
That is true.
It was chocolate coal.
But I was getting nervous. So
Don't be nervous.
if I'm on the naughty list, can I get off of the naughty list?
Yes.
Okay.
Redemption is possible forever.
Excellent. Okay. How do you keep track of everyone around the world? Is it magic, or do you have some sort of like AI tool now that you're utilizing up at the North Pole?
Yes.
Okay.
Magic and AI. And my daughter, Elf, is very good at collecting all the data. I don't collect the data. I have never been hip on the computers or AI, but she's very good at it. And she's Elf Ashley. So if you ever hear me talk about it, it's Elf Ashley, the head elf. She runs through and makes sure everything is in order. She does get frustrated with me.
I could imagine.
Because I didn't invent the naughty nice list. I love all children.
But there has to be rules, Santa.
That they say that. They do say that. And I agree, but they're children.
Mm-hmm.
And
sometimes they just make a mistake.
They do. They make mistakes. And you were before we got started, you were talking about Miss Emma,
Yes.
your granddaughter. And she is lovely, but she is excited all the time. And that probably means she's so intelligent that she isn't managed with enough stuff to do. Not computers and stuff, but she's not reading enough, her mind isn't taken up enough. So you may think she's on the naughty list, but she's just a bundle of energy and she will have a bundle of wisdom as she grows up.
Now, is she going to have a bundle of presents under the tree because she's been working really hard?
I think she'll have the right amount of presents.
The perfect amount. Excellent. With that being said, sometimes you're getting ready and you see that, oh, Johnny's on the nice list and Susie's on the naughty list. What if at the last week of Christmas, they've really just turned it around? Can you switch?
You can switch, but usually what happens in the last week, kids are going to make a lot of mistakes. They're off of school. Their parents are running around.
Candy
Tempers
everywhere.
are short. There is candy and sweets everywhere. And there's all the other things going on. You know, they get excited about me and they're excited about gifts, which is problematic
Yes.
for children. And most of the children since COVID have actually done better. I think with all of the struggles we had during COVID, kids are generally asking for one or two things. And if there are two things, one of them is for the family. And if a kid asks for something for the family, they might not always get it. But that tells me where their heart is. I'm not getting the long lists that used to happen when you were a child.
Yeah.
You used the catalog. Which catalog did you use? I don't remember.
I got the Toys R Us catalog.
Toys R Us
and that was the one I would circle every other page. Yep.
Yes, and you'd go through and you'd want this and you'd want that. We don't have that as much anymore. Kids are focused on one or two things. And to me, that means the parents are doing a good job, but also the kids are less oriented towards getting more than one or two gifts from me.
We've done Shop with a Cop a few times, and I notice a lot that they've got this list, but it's what they want for their mom, what they want for their sister or their brother, and then for themselves, they're like, you know, they just want to make sure that, you know, family is taken care of. So I think things have changed a little bit.
Right. And I am so grateful that the police and firefighters that are a part of Shop with a Cop and the Marines and what they do, because I can get something for everybody, but I can't get everything they need. And I really appreciate the people who do that kind of work. And the cops here in PV and Prescott are so wonderful. And so I really appreciate them.
Me too. Now, speaking of toys, how do you and the elves decide what toys to make each year?
So I am a toy maker at heart. However, we find that we still make some toys at the North Pole, but we find it's easier to do what you guys do. Amazon, go directly to the toy makers and buy from them. It takes as many people. I still have
all the orders.
Yes, because they order, we've got to get them in, we've got to get them distributed. Again, there's lots of people who help with that.
Wrapping and bows and ribbons, absolutely.
And trying to remember families' traditions, because not every family has the same tradition. Sometimes gifts are wrapped in a home and sometimes they're not. And so, you know, the elves are figuring all that out. Thank goodness I don't have to do that.
Some are opening at midnight. Some are...
Right, exactly.
There's something to be said about that. But
Yeah,
you
well, at
sleep
least
in
you
on
get
Christmas
to
morning,
sleep
right?
in, maybe. Probably not. You don't get to sleep in.
Never on
Yes.
Christmas. Let's see. How do you keep the reindeer in shape for the big night?
They are one of the most athletic species of deer. They really are. And we keep them in Norway and Denmark most of the year for grazing. And then we bring the team over to the North Pole, and then we do some extra stuff. The truth is, they don't fly until Christmas Eve. That's when the magic comes. So they have to be really, really strong, and generally they are. Sometimes we have to switch some out because of injuries, just like a football player or a soccer player.
Gotta have them ready.
We got to have them ready. But for the most part, our reindeer come from hardy stock. And we have, like I said, the reindeer farms in Norway and Denmark have been wonderful for us. They're run by elves and humans that help. And so I don't worry about that too much. I mean, there was a time when they were always at the North Pole, but we found that the injury rate is less when we have them on good farms with good farmers.
Perfect. Now, if you had to pick one, which reindeer is the most mischievous?
That is a good question. Now, you know that the ones that you think you know, they're all retired. They're teaching, and Rudolph has his two nephews are the red nose. The red nose came down in one of his lines.
Oh.
So we have a couple, Chris and what's his brother's name? Oh no, Chris and Bobby run the sleigh from the front, or at least I believe they will this year. And they have the red nose for the places with the fog and the heavy snow. Now, it was actually one of Prancer's relatives, Daniel, that is troublesome. Daniel is very strong, very, very dedicated to his work. But if there's a prank, Daniel's somehow involved.
I can see that from Prancer's line.
Yes,
for sure.
Prancer's line is pretty interesting.
Is Rudolph's nose and now his nephew's really that bright that we see?
They are, but what is interesting is, unlike the 60s video with Burl Ives, it's not red all the time, and it's as red as it needs to be. So they when they need it, it's really, really bright and really cuts through the fog. But when they don't need it, it's not so bad. You know, it's still a light, so it's like it has a little volume switch for
so you can
less and
adjust.
more. But they just do it intuitively. They don't have switches on them.
Now, what is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you during the Christmas Eve deliveries?
I think the funniest thing, and this happens every year, are the children that have snuck down from their beds but are not awake. They rig up bells, they rig up all these things, they have motion sensor cameras, and the thing is that's to me that's funny. They're sleeping around the Christmas tree, or they're holding on to their stocking, or something like that. To me, that is the funniest thing, because I'm in and out of their house in less than a second usually. So
never gonna catch you.
Not gonna catch me. And I just think it's funny they still keep trying after all these years.
I remember last year I had went into the bedroom. I was going to get some stuff to finish decorating. I came out and all the stuff was already put up.
Yes.
I didn't hear you. I didn't even catch it. You didn't even show up on our Ring camera.
No, probably not. There is a camera maker who works for, or who worked for the sports groups, Sports Illustrated, and people like that. And they have cameras that have come close. They're like 100 shots per second.
Just gonna it's
just a blur in there. Yep. And even the faster ones, there are faster ones out there.
They're gonna keep trying.
They're gonna keep trying, and I think that's where the Christmas Eve magic is going to fail them.
I bet. So let's see. What does Christmas mean to you personally?
Christmas to me means love. At its very heart, all of my origin stories are about love. Whichever one you choose, from St. Nicholas in Turkey to all of the northern Germanic countries, they're all about love, all about trying to help people, all about serving the community. St. Nicholas, I particularly like his story, which is my story. And it's come down, so the truth of the matter is no one really knows what happened, but he was a young prince who became a priest and helped people because he was wealthy. And that is sort of how it got started.
That's awesome. And then what advice do you have for kids and adults who want to keep the Christmas spirit alive all year long?
Don't always think about the gifts. Of course, I love gifts and I love giving them. But I think what we all need more of is caring for each other and remembering that Christmas is about caring and love. And it's about a new chance in the world. There's a reason that Christmas and Easter are big deals. And the reason is because it's an opportunity to start over and do things better.
What I love the most about Christmas is just how everyone treats each other.
Yes.
When you're Merry Christmas and you hold the door for people and you're just, it's very hustly and bustly, but it's that opportunity to just, everybody's in a great mood and you're treating everybody so well. And I wish Christmas could be all year long, but then it wouldn't be as special. But to hold on to that feeling,
we need to do better during the year for that. We really need to do better about how we treat others and be less concerned with the worldly stuff, a little less concerned with our jobs, and a little more concerned with our families.
I agree. And then one of my last questions is, how do you and Mrs. Claus celebrate when all the work is done?
So we're big proponents of napping for weeks and a month afterwards. And the elves need it too. I mean, we're already planning for next year, but we really take a good part of January and some part of February and just we relax. We sometimes go on vacation to places that don't know Santa because sometimes that can be overwhelming. I'm peopled out by January 1st.
I bet.
And but yeah, we relax a lot.
Maybe a little private island somewhere.
Yes.
Little
Private islands are nice. Yes.
Hang up the boots, stick the toes in the sand.
Yes.
And then, do you have a favorite Christmas song or movie that you like?
Well, I am a big fan of Kurt Russell's Christmas Chronicles. That is
Really?
as close, well, maybe it's as close to the way that I want to be. I want to be as funny as Kurt Russell. I want to be as fast and as smart as he is, but also the way that he treats the children in that movie are great. But Miracle on 34th Street, the versions are great. There's hardly a Christmas movie that is hard. I don't like the criminal Santas.
Oh, yes. Bad Santa.
Bad Santa, yes. I do have a leather jacket with Bad Santa on it, but that's for Halloween.
I think that was a joke, probably. Yes.
Yes. But those, the ones with heart, the ones where you see the caring and the love, and I love how they portray. I love how the Chronicles portray the elves. They're annoyed by how they're portrayed. But that is really, they're as mischievous as that, and they get into the kinds of trouble, and they're just like us,
Yeah.
with their struggles. But they would have liked to have been shown in a better light.
I
That's
can
the
imagine.
only thing.
I can imagine. But it is a great movie.
It is.
It's just a movie. And as far as your song, I know that you play a couple things.
Yes, I love music. It's what I do when I'm not being Santa. I have written several Christmas songs. I'll maybe do one or two. We'll see how the time goes. But I write songs from my heart. One of them is from my idea of the Gospel of John, and the other one is just asking a question.
Perfect.
So those are the two.
Well, I would love for you to sing a song for us. And in the meantime, I just want to thank you so much for being here and everything that you do, and I know there's people out there that, whether you believe in Santa or you don't believe in Santa, believe in the magic of Santa and believe in the magic of Christmas. And just like you said, do better. Take care of people.
It's none of my business what other people believe about me. That is how I try to live my life, and most people are good, and most people are loving and caring, and that's all that really matters to me.
Well, Santa, I believe in you, and thank you so much for being here.
I'm so honored to be with you.
Oh, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Carolers sing in silent night. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. The people looking for the light. Well, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. All my sorrows will be joy. A poor small boy. Well, most stand in the power of the light. From the darkness comes the glimmer. A spark in the emptiness brings such hope. A little peace for us to cope. Oh, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Kids are singing silent night. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. People just looking for the light. Oh, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. All my sorrows will be joy. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas from a poor small boy. Well, the story of a child that saved us well, in a simple tale just meant to tell. The power of illumination draws us in, makes us so we may live as kin. Oh, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Carolers singing silent night. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. People looking for the light. Well, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. All my sorrows will be joy. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas from a poor small boy. Well, brother to brother and sister to sister, magnificent love comes to us quick. We walk hand in hand with gentle peace. Magnificent love